You are thinking, I want to start a business, but I'm not sure whether I need to go for the goats or the chicken. Well, this video is just for you. Just for you. Hi guys, welcome back on the channel. My name is Jacob, and on this channel we talk about poultry farming in general. Anything connected with poultry farming, you will find it on this channel. So if you are one of the people that want to learn more things connected to poultry, then stick on the channel by subscribing to the channel, like the video, and don't forget to turn on your bell notification. That way you will be notified immediately I drop any video, because there are still a lot of videos coming onto this channel. So get ready for the video. It is actually going to be general. We are going to be talking about the chicken, whether broilers, layers, or the local chicken. And then when we also go to the goats, it is going to be general. We are actually not going to separate whether this is a local goat or an exotic goat. Goats are goats and chicken are chicken. When we think about chicken, the first thing that comes to our mind is that they are kept for meat and then for eggs. And then when we talk about the goats, they are kept for meat and then for milk. So they are purposely kept for meat and then milk production. So number one is that let's talk about the structure. Let's start with the chicken. With the chicken, the first thing that you should know is that their structure should be constructed in a good manner. Yeah, the moment you construct a poultry house in a bad manner, I think that's the first failure. Because at first, chicken houses are actually set in an east-west orientation, just for a reason. The moment you put your poultry house in a north to south orientation, I think you have failed. Even without bringing the birds in, you have now failed. There are very many things that are concerned when it comes to building a poultry house. The aeration, the flow, the east-west orientation. There are very many things. When we come to the goats, you will find that their structure is actually raised. Yeah, the structure is raised. The goats are not supposed to be on the ground. And then the little ones are also separated from the big ones. That's for a reason, which if you want, we'll talk about it in the next video. So you will find that the structure of the goats and then the chicken, I think they are all expensive when it comes to the structure. But I think those are the points that you need to know when it comes to the structure of these two. And then when it comes to the resistance to diseases, I think with the chicken, it also depends on the type of the bird, whether local chicken, broilers, or the layers. I think I talked more about this in a video whereby we were talking about the local chicken, broilers, and then the layers, concerning the resistance to diseases. And then with the goats also, the local goats, they are very, very resistant to diseases. But the exotic goats, no, they are a little bit weak. So you can see that it all depends on the type of the breed that you bring into your poultry farm. When it comes to the production, what they produce. With the chicken, let's say broilers, they produce meat. After every 2 months, you will get meat. And then when it comes to the layers, every day they give you an egg. That's when they start to lay. And then with the goats, they actually produce twice a year. That's when they are on a free range system. A free range system is a system whereby you leave the goats to actually move freely. And also in line with the production, this also depends on the breed of the goats that you're keeping. There are some breeds which they actually give birth to only one kid, and there are others which actually produce 2, 3, 4. So it depends on the breed which you are keeping. Good breeds, they will also produce to you many kids. When it comes to the market, all these birds, all the goats are marketable. That's all I can say. Because people eat chicken every day. People eat goat's meat every day. The moment it is in the market, people will buy. So with the market, they are all good. Then when it comes to the space, of course, where you need to keep them, chicken need a very little space compared to the goats, because the goats, they feed on the grass. So that means that you must have a big land for the goats to graze every day. The moment you have a small land, then it will be very difficult for you to keep the goats. Meaning that in terms of space, they need a big space for keeping them compared to the chicken. And then when we talk about the labor required, you will find that with the goats, you will have even one person can keep the goats because they will also be confined in one place, even with the chicken. So the number of the goats or the chicken that you have will also determine how many workers that you will actually be hiring to work into your farm. When we talk about the money which we have to invest in these two, you'll find that it also depends on how many birds or how many goats, and then the breed of the birds or the goats that you want to keep. The last one is that when it comes to the feeds, you will find that with the chicken, you must buy feeds for them every day. That's when you are actually doing the broilers or the layers. But with the goats, no need for buying the grass because the grass is already there. For as long as you have big land, the goats can actually eat without you spending even a single shilling on the feeds. Basically, that is it, guys. If you want to go for the goats or the chicken, you can now make up your mind on the things that I've listed before. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, click that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. That way you'll be notified immediately I drop any new video on the channel. See you.